maybe I'm just naive, but I still find it hard to believe the Prime Minister of Canada would intentionally sink the country. Oftentimes we do agree on the problem, and in this case, the problem is that Carney's shitting the bed. Oftentimes we might not agree on necessarily the intention behind it. Maybe I'm just naive, but I still find it hard to believe the Prime Minister of Canada would intentionally sink the country. But to be fair, I do have eyes as well, and a brain, and it's getting harder and harder for me to hold on to this position because it's starting to become the only one that makes sense. But I assume then you think he's doing this intentionally and not just messing up, not just doing a bad job.
He ran out of pawns, because he was using the Liberal and Conservative Party through the WEF and the NDP. These are all aligned with the WEF. Singh was part of the Young Global Leaders. So that whole program, they used up, I think, what they thought were the expendable Canadians in the leadership roles. It just didn't work as well as they thought, so they brought in Daddy. You have to follow the WEF for years to understand this fully. And I love how you think he's a Canadian. He's not a Canadian. He's a globalist. There is a big difference, okay? So when you are Canada first or a Canadian and you're thinking about your nation, I can see where you're getting that kind of hesitation to believe that the leader of our nation would do anything against us. You have to understand he has a higher power. That's the globalist. So when you're on the globalist level, we are just a piece of the puzzle that he's trying to build. And he's very clear in his book values. He has a globalist European alignment. He thinks Canada needs to get in line. He doesn't think Canada is something that's separate and sovereign. He thinks us as basically the one that's not getting in line with the rest of Europe. And that's why he's dragging us kicking and screaming, because there's people like you out there that really believe Canada should be thinking about Canada first. That's why he's bringing us kicking and screaming. And in what he's doing, though, I want you to be very clear about this, Rob. He's going to shut down the kicking and screaming. So there's going to be censorship, so we can't scream, and people are going to be locked up that stands up. He already said he's going to use the Emergencies Act if anybody opposes him. So he's going to even shut down the kicking and screaming portion of what Canada is actually kind of doing right now and bring us into line. So if you get out of there and you think globalist is his loyalty, and using Europe to bring Canada in to get the final pieces of the puzzle to go against anything else that will not align with him, which would be Russia, China, US at this stage, then you can start seeing more of the 4D chess that he's doing. And Canada, the future of Canada isn't Canada. It is European 2.0.